Morning guys, it's your buddy Pedro here this morning. I'm at the Wave Hotel and Spa. I have a beach tour this morning. We'll be leaving here at 7 o'clock and walking down to Crystal Cove. It's all part of a group of hotels. And so when we get some guests, we're just moving off at 7. So this is the view from the balcony of the Wave Hotel. So we're walking, me and one guest. What's your name?
I'm Howard from Toronto, Canada.
From Canada. So we're going over to the guy that's trying to net. It's my friend Clive, my long time neighborhood friend from Prospect. We're actually in Prospect in St. James. We're on the west coast. And you miss him throwing the net, but you're gonna see him bring it in. So be careful. Yo, buddy, what's up? Hey, good man, morning. I'm just showing the guests. Well, not only guests, but the whole of Facebook. So this toss you didn't get, you know that you get much. Yeah, you got about 2 or 3. So he has like one in the net. So that throw is not as successful as some of the other throws. So we're gonna go over and just, as you can see, these are sprats, right?
Yeah, broccoli.
So you have 2 little sprats. He just started looking down. So he just throwed it, and let's look at it from the beginning. You can go closer. So that one didn't get anything. So Clive, we'll see you later on our way back up. So now we're gonna let Howard taste the salties. Remember the salties, guys? So I'm gonna pick 2. One for me, one for Howard, so he don't feel that I'm setting up. So I'm gonna give Howard one. So you just put it in your mouth and eat it.
And chew?
Tell me how it tastes.
Salty.
Yeah, it tastes like an olive, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. So when we were younger, our moms sometimes would use this as a natural salt instead of the sea salt.
Right.
So we have a fruit here we call the breadfruit. So when we're roasting the breadfruit, if some people just throw the breadfruit in the salt in the sea,
yeah,
and some guys will just pick some of the salties and eat them with it. Thing up here, the green like little prickly thing,
yeah,
that's called, the local name for it is scratching needle. It's the family of the aloe.
Ah, yes.
And I eat that.
Oh.
Yeah. I will peel it, and then sometimes what I do, I put it in the frying pan and stir it around, like for the oil, if I want to do anything. Well, let's go back here. We pull off. My friend Clive called us back to show he got a good catch. Yeah. Yeah. So you can go closer, you can look at them. You can hold one. So Howard is going to take up a fish, his first live fish in Barbados. As I said, it's my journey, and my day is full of adventure. And if you're here, you'll be a part of it. Hold it, take it up, Howard, and show the camera. Take it up and show the camera. And if you're adventurous, you can take a bite out of it. No. So this is Howard's first sprat. Live sprat. Here you go. Let's go. Now it's still early in the morning and the guys are setting up the beach. So when we come back up, you will see how lovely these guys will set the beach with the chairs and the umbrellas and stuff. So come on down to my island, Barbados. We will cater for you safely. So, morning guys, morning Howard. Welcome to my lovely island, Barbados. He's staying at the Wave Hotel and we're going over to the sister hotel, Crystal Cove. So Howard, is your first day?
Second.
Second day, okay. So how's it so far?
Good so far.
Okay, good. So this tree that we are standing under, do you know what this is?
Something I'm not supposed to eat.
You'd be surprised. This is actually, you can hold it. This is the almond tree, our local almond. It's actually very high in minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. It's very, very good for you. But you see the green, the part at the back?
Yes.
When that gets really, really yellow or kind of red, you eat the outside part. Then you take the shell, you throw it on the ground, on the beach, and when it dries, you pound it. Then you take out the almond nut. That is very edible. Let's go further down. This right here, this is the clammer-cherry tree. If you put your finger out and you hold it and squeeze it, hold it and squeeze it, and tell me how does it feel? Yeah, touch the part that's coming out, the gooey part.
Yep.
Touch it.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
gooey.
it feels like glue, right?
Yep.
When we were younger and we were in school and we had the books book backs that's coming off, we would stick it with that, and we do eat that. Some people suck it. The leaves are very good for tea. It's very calming tea. The tree side of this one now, this is called the sea grape. This is the sea grape tree. And the sea grapes are very healthy. Right, and in the sea grapes, the guys at the bar, they take this and fold it like this. The guys at the bar would take this and fold it like this.
Right.
Stick a toothpick in it, and you have a cocktail glass.
Huh.
Or there's a sea egg that we will put the sea egg in this and cook it. So here in the Caribbean, we try to utilize everything. Yeah.
Waste nothing.
Waste nothing. Now you will see these trees and these guys here, these are the bad guys here on the beach. This is the manchinium. This is the one you don't pick up, this is the one you don't eat. But you can touch it, but you don't squeeze it. You don't want the milk on your hand. And you will see some red posters on the tree. I will tell you they're called the blister trees for a reason. And from your hotel to the other sister hotel, this is all turtle territory.
Turtle territory.
Yeah, this is sometimes in the morning, you come up really early. This is like July, so this is coming like to the end. It mostly starts like from November and it goes back to about as far as April, May. Early in the morning, you will come, you will find the turtle eggs. And you're kind of lucky. It's not a turtle egg, but here, and you see it dig like that, probably had a turtle dig in there. So there's some that's probably laid there probably recently. They take about a month to 2 months to hatch it. Yeah, that's the dry almond in Howard's hand. That's the dry almond. You pound that and you get a nice healthy almond nut. Yeah. So this is the turtle hole right here, yeah. On the little flipper marks, that's how I know. And this is the turtle hole right here. So probably some came out sometime this week. So right where Ralph is standing, Howard is standing right there. There's a tree. There was 2 of these trees in 1954. Standing really tall too. But Jeanette, the worst hurricane we ever had, came and lit down one of the trees. So where Howard is, there's right under his foot. When the tide takes away the sand, you still see the remnants of the tree going straight down to the water. Yeah. So they're going further down. So this area, you can see, this is usually the height of the sand. The height here, this is the beach here, look, right here. This is the height of the sand right here. So this is all erosion. But trust me, it will come back. So usually, this side here, you see the boulders in the corner? Yep. All this beach here is full of boulders. So all of this sand is over this side. So all of over there is always full of sand, but around this time of the year, with the not really climate change, but just Mother Nature,
Right.
you have to like be climbing over the rocks. So here, these trees are called mile trees. I don't know what the reason. I guess because they grow just straight up in the air. These ones right here, mile trees. A mile, M-I-L-E, mile trees. Yeah, they're gonna grow really high up in the air. So all over here is turtle territory, all over here. So this is one of our local churches right there. If you see how it's actually, this is the fins going right up. So the turtle went somewhere up in this bush up here. Yeah, so the nest is somewhere in this area. So
Wouldn't it be preferable if I knew what it was before?
no. We don't tell you first, we let you taste first. So my guy here, he has a Caribbean lady, I'm not gonna say which country she's from. But trees like this, he doesn't know. He did, do you know what that tree is?
No.
Okay. So I want you to pull off the leaves and taste them. Yeah, taste it, tell me how it tastes. On this tour we go rough, we go hard, we just taste things. So this is actually the tamarind tree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can actually pick one of the blossoms and taste it and eat it. Pick one. Yeah.
Okay.
See? And you can make tea from the tamarind leaves. There's a pod of fruit on the tamarind tree. It's very good for your liver and your kidneys and stuff. When I'm doing salads, I will pick the blossoms and I put some of the blossoms in my salad and stuff. I don't eat meat, I don't eat fish, I don't eat no kind of blood.
Right.
I just live off the trees and the ground.
Right.
I'm going to give my guy here a little history about this monument right here, because this, to me, is a monument. This is the sun, right? This lovely boat right here, this has been here from the time I was about 10 years old, just as is. This boat is called, guess what you would call this boat? A big floating object just away from the sea. What do you think they call it? This is Noah's Ark. Not Ark, Noah's Ark, because they have never been to the sea yet. It was always like this, yeah. So our destination is all down to the end of the little trees at the bottom there. That's how far we're going. So this area that we're in is called Fitz Village. So you just come up to the village called Prospect, and this area now is called Fitz Village. This is a restaurant right here, El Tempo. It's like a Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And this is this spot right here. They have the gazebo. So what we call this in Barbados is a sea view, because a lot of tourists, when they come to the island, because most of the view from the road is blocked because of the houses.
Right.
So what the government then did is take up this spot and build a gazebo here. So you can't build nothing here. This has to be open to the public so that they can see it. So they call this an open view. Yeah, sea view. So this tree that you're looking at here, have you ever heard about the neem tree?
I've heard.
This is the neem tree. It's actually very good for the body because it's kind of bitter. So bitter is good for the blood. Very good for the body. So we make tea of this. This little area right here, this is a small little fishing village. And this is probably one of the smallest fishing villages in Barbados. It's only got like 4 boats to it. And as you can see, the 2 boats out there.
Yep.
Right. There's a part of here. And usually sometimes the glass bottom boat is over here. That's the boat where you rent it to go and look at the turtles or go deep sea diving or stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So this guy right here is what we call the coconut tree.
Yep.
The greener the coconut, better for the kidneys. But in every stage of this coconut life, we use it. When it's green, you can drink it. When it gets old, you can drink it. And then it has something we call soft jelly.
Yep.
And then we call it the coconut. It's how we eat that. So you see these shells that's hanging here? These shells was here from the time I was a little boy. They had an older guy who was living just above just above over there. And he put all of those shells. There was a lot more, but the guys, I just said people don't really value history, so the guy just pull them down or whatever. So this contraction here, this is called a waterway. This was built for the rain, so when the rain is in the hills, it got to pass straight to the sea. But through some people greasing some people's hands, the people were allowed to build up in the hills and block a lot of the waterways. That's why we got a lot of flooding and stuff now, because a lot of these waterways don't even get clean. Sometimes you will never see this because all this is covered. The sand is, as you can see, the sand bank is right here. Sometimes the sand is to this level right here. So all of this is sand.
How does it come back?
The sea. It brings it, and takes it, and brings it away, and take it away. It brings it and take it away. So as we got here, he said to me, he was at the back, kind of. And he said to me, you know what would make my day? Is if I could see turtles. So I said, you can see turtles, you can go and swim into the sea with them. He said, no, I want to see them coming out the sand and walking in the sand. I said, you know what, we'll see. So he and his wife stood here because I was giving a little demonstration about this property here. But I'll do it when we come back up. So as I keep walking, the bush ahead, because I was in front talking, so the bush ahead, I saw these little things running across the sand, coming to the water. So I turned back and I told him, I'm going to make your day. You really want your day, mate? He said, yes, man, I want to see these turtles. He said, follow me. And there was about 160 turtles coming out of a very little shell out of right in here. So as I get about here, I saw these little things running down the sand. I know the difference. I know the turtles. They were coming out of a hole that was inside of there. And when I lift them up, they started running out because the bush had them trapped. So when I lift the bush up, they just ran out. And he was like, oh my God. And we did some pictures and took a really long time to move because there was like a lot of kids. Now this tree here is one of the the only tree I've ever seen that grow two color flowers at the same time. Right now it has, let me see if you're gonna be lucky, it has the, see the reddish one right there. And if you see instead of the yellow one, there's like a yellow pod.
Yeah.
There's a yellow pod coming out, there's a pink one. Okay, here's the yellow flower. Right, where is that? Right there.
Ah, yes.
See, the yellow flower right there. Yeah. And here's the red flower right there. And above this red flower, there's a yellow flower.
Yeah.
See? And this is the only tree I know that does that. I've never come across them. So I have an app on my phone, right, and I send a picture because I never knew what the name of this tree was. And if you guess the name that the app sent back to me, I'll pay for the rest of your vacation.
I can't.
Yeah, you know why you can't? Because the headache. That's what they're saying. They said the tree name is the headache tree.
Headache tree.
Yeah. There are times when we get here, we have to run because the water comes right up. See?
Yep.
Right. Now, I'm going to test your Caribbean knowledge again. This tree right here, this big tree right here, and this other one right here. I want you on the camera so the people can see. What's the name of those guys? You sit on it, you lay on it, you sleep on it. You're in the Caribbean, man. Come on. I hope your wife see this so she would give you a little knock across the head.
I don't know anything about.
So this is the famous mahogany tree. Yeah, very good. And this is also a medicinal tree. I wouldn't tell you it on the camera. So if you guys can see this, that's a shaggy crab. So we saw the shaggy crab, we saw the red crab, and we saw the sand crab. You see it going up in there? Right. So between here, where we are right now, Howard, till about, there's somewhere about there's a turtle that lives in this area. Sometimes you see it, it just like pop your head up for air and go back down. But you have to be a little like, this part here, these are the same mulch trees I show you? Yeah. The big tall mulch trees? Yeah. Well, In 1955, these were big and tall
Right.
until Jeanette passed.
Right.
And this has been like this from then. No, but the government just cut the tops and just leave it like that. So in a way, when you really look at it, it looks like art. Somebody just actually put it together. But no, that's just Mother Nature. These are actually the roots. Sometimes the sand level is straight up. And on my walks, it's a very, very important piece of artwork that I always have to show my guests and let them read it because it's brilliant. So my boy Howard, he has to read it. I don't know if you guys can see it. You gotta take a picture of this, Howard. I'll keep it there for a couple of minutes so you guys can read it. It's actually very funny. Okay guys, I'm going to read it out. It's called the Coconut Weather Report, and it says, if the coconut is wet, it's raining. If the coconut is swaying, it's windy. If the coconut is hot, it's sunny. If the coconut is cool, it's overcast. If the coconut is blue, it's cold. If the coconut shakes, it's an earthquake. If the coconut is gone, it's a hurricane. It's the Coconut Report. Now, this space right here, Cinefix Village, had one of the, I would say, the best little beach, mini marts, bar, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And the guy that owned it, he passed away. So I don't think it's being sold as yet because one part of the family want to sell, another part don't want to sell.
Right.
But between me and you, I don't let nobody hear this. If it was a part of the family, the ones that don't want to sell, all know be in heaven. So just rub it and tell me how it feels. Yeah. So tell me what this is. What's the name of this tree? How does it feel?
Feels soft.
And it feels like what?
Not silk.
No. Feels like money. Kind of. It got to feel like money, right?
Money?
Yeah. New tree. Actually, it's called a silver dollar.
Ah.
But you can't get $1 from it. Usually when we get here, we either have to turn back and go around the road because the water comes right up, or sometimes we just rough it and just go straight through. So today we're going to rough it. And as you look, if you look good, you're going to see a lot of little crabs running on the boat.
Yep.
A lot of little crabs running on the boat. These are the shiger crabs. And these ones are kind of dark. And if they don't move, you don't really see them. But as I said, when we get to Crab Village, you'll be surprised at the difference. Okay, now, I'm going to put you on the camera again. Because you have to tell me what these are. See that thing there? Touch it. You can pull it off. You can pull it off. Pull it off. Hold it and pull it off. Hold it. Pull it off. Right. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, snail. No.
Well, yeah, kind of. It's a snail, kind of, but it's a whelk. It's a small baby conch. Conchfish? Conchfish?
Cowfish.
Conch. The conchfish.
Oh, conch.
Oh, conch, man. Come on. Your wife is Caribbean. Oh, I can't wait for your wife to see this. She'll probably see it on YouTube. Just rest it down, right. There you go. It will stick back on. What does it feel like? How does it feel? If you squeeze it, how does it feel?
Like aloe.
Yeah, like aloe. But this is actually a rubber tree. What do you feel like? What do you think that you're holding? You can hold this one right here, right in front of you. Yeah. What do you think you're holding right there? What do you think that is? Don't say penis. You're on live TV. You're on live. Don't. There's a children channel. Nah. Actually, that is the leaf that you're holding.
Oh, so
Yeah. So you come to here and see.
Yeah.
See it unfolding?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually the leaf.
Cool.
Yeah. I have to take this part because usually when we get here, there was this big, massive tree. As you see how it leaned right here? It was big. Sometimes you have to go under it, or you got to walk around it in the water. But I guess with the hurricane, it chopped down most of the tree. So the guys just probably clean it up. So when we get here, you have to go under the tree, or you got to climb over the back right there. And sometimes when you get here, you have to. There were actually steps. Oh my God. Listen, this is crazy. This is so crazy. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen these steps.
Oh wow.
Never.
It's always been covered.
Even in my walk. Never, ever. We always have to climb up here and go across the top. We climb up here and go across this top one. So you only see this top one.
Wow.
I've never ever seen these 1, 2, 3 other sets.
Yeah.
Never. First time in my entire life, and I am in my 50s. Oh my God. Mother Nature, no? Sure. Okay, guys. We are now at the beginning of Crab Village. And as you walk, you will see what it's called, what I call it Crab Village. So we're going to take the camera over to it so you guys can see. Hopefully you get the chance to see. Well, it's not as rough as this when you're walking. It's more sand here. Just be careful. Step over. And the rock right there and the ground here. I want to say we see one of the green there. So we're now leaving Crab Village. Came to the beach side just to show my guy, the monk that's here. And as we walked past, they went back into the shore. This is good. So we're now at the beginning of Crystal Cove. This is the beginning of Crystal Cove. This is the sister hotel to the wave. Yeah. So, and if you ever heard of Marriott,
Yes.
Marriott's by the whole chain.
When did they buy Elegant Hotel?
So, if you could tell me what was at the edge of that rocks right there, I come Canada next week.
Huh. I don't know.
A house.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. All the water was back.
Wow.
As years go by, the water come up. There was a house right there, and right here. So it just shows you the power of Mother Nature. We went from Prospect to Fit Village, and now we're in Derricks. Yeah. It's a funny thing about Barbados. When you just go from one place to another, you don't really know unless you know. So, as we walk down this side of the beach, this coast was called, well, it's still called the West Coast, but because of the stars that usually buy most of the houses on this side, and the hotel industry is mostly on this side, it was called the Gold Coast. Yeah. But then more millionaires start buying houses on this side close to the beach and the sand and stuff. Yeah. Then they changed it now to the Platinum Coast. Yeah. Yeah, great. But you still have locals live in between. So you guys might not be able to see this, but I'm explaining it to my guy here. So, you see the building where the guys are building right there? That's the Cliff Restaurant. Yeah, one of the best restaurants in Barbados. Right. So, yeah, so when you left the cliff and you go down, you see like a triangle thing pointing up in here. That's the Cuban monument. Because in 1976, there was a plane that was going to Jamaica, from Barbados to Jamaica and to Cuba, and it was blown up just off the coast of Barbados. So they put that there as a reminder, stuff. Okay, so when you leave there, and you keep going round, you can see like a wall, a long white wall down there. Yep. That's the famous Sand Lane Hotel. Yeah, that's Sand Lane.
Stay beside there.
Yeah, and you can go to the beach in Sand Lane, sit down and take some pictures with the stars and say, I'm hanging with my boys. No, because there's no private beach in Barbados. That's right. None. They're all public. If you build on the road, you still have left public access somewhere so that we could get to the beach. So when you go further down to the end by the trees, that's where the first settlers came. That's whole town. That's where Christopher Columbus said he discovered here, but had people living here before that. So good for him. So I'm going to give you a little history just about this spot right here. One day because I do pool aerobics in at Crystal Cove. Right. And the guy, I call him the turtle whisperer. And after he comes to the beach, turtles pop up. Wow. So we were doing a course, me and a lady, and he came, can I get a bucket? Can I get a bucket? I was like, so the lady asked, why do you want a bucket? So when I told her there's some turtles that he's probably, so we came, she wanted to see them, so we came here. And the hole, he dig 175 turtles out of one hole. Wow. So then what he would do, he would call the reservation for them. They'd come and pick them up. And the funny thing about a turtle is wherever you let go a turtle, it come back to where it was born.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turtles, elephants, and salmon, not salmon, that fish that goes up the river, salmon? Salmon.
Yep.
Has the best GPS in the world. They always find where the firstborn. Always. So, we're at the famous Crystal Cove Hotel. And we're going to go in and have a little look around, show my guy some of what Crystal Cove has to offer. This is my friend Clive right here. So you see how much what he does just to get these little fish to start his fishing tonight. And we're going to look in, peep into his bucket, as Bear just say, we got malicious in the bucket. See how much fish he got. Oh, he got enough, man. Got the very first look in there, all you have is flies. Now you got a good meal, and you got some nice bait in there. All right, buddy. So we're now on Crystal Cove. You can wash off your feet. We're going up inside Crystal Cove just to walk about a little bit. I'm just letting him wash off his feet. And that pool there is where I do pool aerobics, exercise. So now we're up on Crystal Cove. And the thing about the whole bank, if you stay at one, you can just come over the evening and have lunch or dinner or breakfast. You just gotta call the front desk. You just gotta call the front desk and you come on over and they'll treat you just as if you were staying at the hotel itself. So it's very nice staff at all three hotels, all three locations. At this hotel, the herbs and stuff are very fresh because they grow their own stuff here. And the whole chain does it. They grow their own sweet peppers, basil, parsley. So you're always fresh and nice. Yep. Famous cave bar. You wanna walk inside to see how it looks? So you can come in here and have a nice relaxation. Have a nice relax. You can sit by the bar. You can get fully toasted. Choice is yours. Got a bar. Once it open, it's open the whole day. Or you can sit in the water side. There's some bar stools right around. So you have to come over here and spend like a day or two. Right, guys? It's perfect, right? Yeah. Exactly. So he's from at a sister hotel. He's from Wave. The sister hotel to this one. Yeah. The one that you can also go over to and spend a day. That's all a part of the package. Or Tambron further down. So do all three, guys. Enjoy all three. Yep. Yep. This is so nice about this hotel. Is if it's your birthday, your anniversary, they put it right here in the pool. So you'll come and see it with somebody's anniversary yesterday, 10th anniversary. And the view from here, over there, is awesome. Okay, so we're here at this hotel treasure piece. As before the COVID, these guys are very competitive at this hotel. We have something called the Hotel Sports, and this hotel usually win nearly everything. Because there's cricket, there's road tennis, there's football. So this hotel is very, very competitive. And that's good, that's good. So you can touch the plant, man. Feed the leaf, feed the flower. Yeah. You know what that is you're holding?
No.
Howard, you married a Caribbean lady, man.
Yeah.
That is the famous hibiscus. Yes, the hibiscus flower is very good for tea and stuff like that. In the older days, when the guys were dating, they'd pick the flower and stick it in the lady's hair. Yeah. And they used to feel so good. But now, you have to give them diamonds. No more flowers. Now we're on the road and we're heading back up. We usually come on the road for a little bit. So Howard, did you see that big thing that's coming down there? Yeah, that's the local transportation. That's the safe ones. This also, as we would say, the boring ones. This is the new one. This is actually the electrical one. So you don't really hear that. But hopefully on our way back up walking, we'll show you. So this, Howard, this right here is a action bus. These guys, some of these guys will break every law in Barbados just to get the bus fare. And there's another one coming down. If the two of these was going up, he would not be driving so slow.
Right.
But because it's just a bus, the bus is not really a competition for them. If two of them was coming down, he would be speeding. But it's just And then there's a smaller bus. They call them mini bus. Those are like, what I call them, the sardine cans. Because when you catch one of them, you have to cramp up in those guys. Yeah. So the first tree right here, this one here, that is, come off the road. Stop. This one that we're looking at right now is a mango tree.
Ah.
Very nice. This is the Jubilee mangoes.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. And this one right here, tree is called a jamun tree. People make wine and stuff from the jamun. Actually, we make wine from a lot of different plants and stuff in Barbados. So, and the reason why I came on the road was to show this little place here. This house here was once a supermarket. This was Jordan's supermarket right here. So I'm going to show you the supermarket as we go up. So this is the supermarket over here. It's named Jordan's Supermarket. Yeah. So he bought this whole complex and he did the supermarket over there. And this is the front entrance to El Tempo. As I say, if you like the Italian stuff, it's nice. Oh, these are. You'll be surprised that little stuff like this that we pass on the ground, it's actually edible stuff. This is callaloo right here.
Oh wow.
Jamaican callaloo. And this is like hogweed. And these are actually very, very good for you. This tree right here is called, do you know what this is? Nope. Those are the small things. In Barbados we call them akis. In Jamaica they call them guineas. I'm not sure what they call them in Trinidad, but hopefully probably call them akis or guineas. So these guys are actually very tasty. You just cut the skin and just pop it in your mouth and you just suck the thing off the seed. So we can go, if we can see a little better. So I just climbed the tree, dark. So let's see if we can get you in. Hold this. My battery is low, so it's kind of dark. Come on in, stay there, stay there. I want to see if we can just get a little piece of it. I can't see shit, cause my battery dead. Anyhow. Can't see shit. Hey. Let's crack the skin. Put it in your mouth and bite the seed. Bite the skin. You gotta bite it. Right? Oh, yeah. Open it up.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's actually
Usually don't like it.
There you have it, guys. We come to the end of our tour with Ralph from Waves. We went from Waves to Crystal Cove, and actually these two guests that we saw in Crystal Cove in the cave bar, and they actually walked from Crystal Cove up to the Wave Hotel. So guys, it's your boy Pedro signing off. As I told you guys that this is my journey, and on my journey I do a lot of different stuff. So glad to have you guys aboard. Follow me, Pedro Richards, on YouTube. Bye guys.